Welcome to a beautiful night from Fenway Park as we get ready for Game 2 of a 3-game series between the Texas Rangers and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox Baseball. Well, John Lester takes the mound tonight for the Red Sox in Game 2 of the series. Very strange to see his record of 5-9 coming into tonight's action. But last time out, he pitched one of his best games of the year, and hopefully has turned some sort of corner. He was building off his 6-inning effort against New York when Lester made his first home starts and struggling against the Blue Jays back on July 22nd. He struck out the first 2 batters he faced and 3 over the first 2 innings. He would allow 2 third-inning runs, but settled down from there, allowing only 1 run over his final 5 innings, making it through 8 for the 3rd time this year. He would finish with 7 Ks and walked no one in that outing. He was 3-2 lifetime against the Texas Rangers. We welcome in Jerry Remy, and Jerry, a much-needed victory last night for the Red Sox in Game 1.
Nice combination last night of good pitching and very good offense, especially from the top of the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. When you look at the numbers of the lineup, top of the lineup last night, they were incredible. ELLSBURY 3 for 5 with 2 doubles. Doubles were really the name of the game last night for Boston. Crawford also had 2 doubles with 2 hits, 2 for 4, 3 for 4 for Pedroia, 3 doubles in the game. And Adrian Gonzalez also had a double. He went 3 for 5. So when you get that kind of production from the top of the lineup, it's going to be trouble. And it was trouble last night for the Texas Rangers.
Well, tonight, Ryan Dempster's on the mound for the Texas Rangers. We'll come back and take a look at some of Ryan Dempster's numbers after we return to Fenway. Game series between the Rangers and the Red Sox. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Well, Ryan Dempster is on the mound tonight for the Texas Rangers. Of course, he was with the Chicago Cubs earlier this season. At the trade deadline, he had his choice of teams. He declined to go to the Atlanta Braves, decides to go to Texas. We've seen a pattern this season with Dempster in that when he's had a bad outing, the next few times out have been outstanding. Dempster has made a total of 17 starts this year between the Cubs and Rangers. After posting a 2.14 ERA over his first 8 starts, he was roughed up by the Padres on May 30th for 6 runs and 3 home runs over just 4 1/3 innings. What followed after that was a stretch where Dempster was nearly unhittable. Over his next 5 starts, he was 5-0 and did not allow a run. He pitched 33 innings during the stretch, allowing only 20 hits. The Rangers are hoping that bad start for Dempster the first time out is similar to what happened last time. In his first start with Texas, he gave up 8 runs to the Angels, the most he's allowed in a game this season, more than he allowed in his last 7 starts with the Cubs. Well, the Rangers dropped Game 1 of the series to the Red Sox. The Red Sox are trying to get a streak going. We'll see what happens in Game 2 of the series. Elvis Andrus, who had a banged-up shoulder, is back in the starting lineup tonight for the Rangers. We're back with the first pitch from Fenway right after this. AT&T, Kia Motors, Geico, Dunkin' Donuts, New England's website for deals by Toyota.com, and by Southwest Airlines. Good evening once again, everybody. Welcome back to Fenway Park on a beautiful night in Boston as the Red Sox and Rangers play Game 2 of the series. Tonight's aerial views are brought to you by Hood, the official dairy of the Boston Red Sox, now through the end of the season. For every purchase of Hood Red Sox ice cream and novelties, Hood will donate $1 to the Red Sox Foundation. Help Hood reach its goal of hazing $100,000. Visiting hood.com for more information. Now the Red Sox winning last night's Game 1 of the series as the Red Sox come into tonight's action. 9 games back of the Yankees in the American League East as they take the field tonight. As they do, let's check out the Texas Rangers starting line. Their lineup is brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Ian Kinsler leading it off at second base with Elvis Andrus at shortstop. Josh Hamilton is in center field batting third with ADRIAN BELTRE at third base. Nelson Cruz in right field. Michael Young is the DH. Giovanni Soto does the catching. He bats seventh. David Murphy in left field batting eighth. And Mike Olt is at first base. He bats ninth. On the mound for the Red Sox tonight is John Lester, left-hander coming in at 5-9 into his 23rd start of the year. 5.36 earned run average, 134 and a third innings. He has 113 strikeouts. Opponents hitting at 283 against Lester coming into tonight. His last time out was a loss to the Minnesota Twins, but 8 innings, giving up 3 runs. He struck out 7 and did not walk anybody.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, and they are 6th in the American League in defense. Nick Punto will be at third base, Mike Aviles the shortstop, Dustin Pedroia at second, and Adrian Gonzalez the first baseman. Left to right, Kyle Crawford, JACOBY, ELLSBURY, and Ryan Kalish, and Jared Saltalamacchia is doing the catching for John Lester.
Umpire and crew tonight, Lance Barrett has the play calling the balls and strikes with Paul Noward at first base, Dana DeMuth at second base, and Doug Eddings is the umpire at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Well, very comfortable conditions here tonight at Fenway Park as you see the breeze at the moment. Temperature 76 degrees. Wind out to left at 13 miles per hour. Forecast partly cloudy for the remainder of the night. As the Red Sox and Rangers play night baseball tonight, they'll play day baseball tomorrow in the final game of the series before the Red Sox head out on a lengthy road trip. As Ian Kinsler stands in to get it started here tonight from Fenway Park. John Lester in his career against Texas, 3-2 with a 4.47 earned run average. Here at Fenway against the Rangers, he is 2-2 with a 4.86. Ready to work here to Ian Kinsler to get it started. And the first pitch of the ball game misses away for ball 1.
Had a rough start earlier this season against the Rangers. Only lasted 2 innings in that game, giving up 7 earned runs.
On the outside corner. And the count evens at 1-1. Ian Kinsler 0 for 3 in the game last night with a walk, although he's hitting at .435 over his last 5 games. 10 for his last 23. Even with the 0 for 3 last night. And it's down to the count 1-2. He was 0 for 2 at the All-Star game this year. One as a reserve. His third All-Star game, and there is Elvis Andrus back in the lineup tonight for Texas. Missed 1 game after injuring his shoulder on Sunday in Kansas City. Out of the lineup last night, back in there for tonight's game 2. In the dirt, it's 2-2 now to Kinsler. Lester's last victory coming on the 27th of June. Against the Toronto Blue Jays, a 7-inning effort in which he gave up 4 runs. Did not win in the month of July, and looking for his first win of August. Swing and a miss, and a nice start to the night as he strikes out Ian Kinsler to get it started.
And the first strikeout for John Luster coming on the cut fastball, as Don mentioned in his last outing. Had 7 strikeouts in 8 innings against Minnesota. That was the cutter down and in to Kinsler.
One down here in the first inning for Elvis Andrus. Andrus coming into tonight at .296. 2 homers and 46 runs driven in. A shoulder injury occurred in the 9th inning of Sunday's game against the Kansas City Royals. Has a 5-game hitting streak coming in, 11 for his last 25 at .440. Andrus hitting at .298 since the end of July. So Josh Beckett tomorrow in the final game of the series. In there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Red Sox with the victory last night in game 1 of the series. Now won 2 in a row. That's a strike over the outside corner. Andrus didn't like it. 2-2.
Good job mixing up the fastball. 1 inside, 1 back to the outside corner against Elvis Andrus. Good pitch right on the corner.
On deck, Josh Hamilton. Andrus hits a ground ball right side. Gonzalez way over. He'll flip to Lester, who covers in plenty of time. 2 down in the inning. Well, coming up tonight, the Boston Bruins were taking batting practice here at Fenway Park earlier today. We'll take a look at that. And Darth Vader makes a visit here to Fenway Park. And we'll get you caught up on the Yankees and Tigers action tonight from Comerica Park in Detroit. 2 down in the first inning for Josh Hamilton. Hamilton coming in with a 5-game hitting streak. Hitting at .281, 29 home runs, 90 runs batted in for Josh Hamilton. He is second in the American League in RBIs, only behind Miguel Cabrera, who has 92 RBIs on the season. And swinging a lot of first pitches, not this time, as he takes ball 1. Mentioned the 5-game hitting streak, only 6 hits though during those 5 games. Swinging away, and he lifts it to the left. Crawford was playing him in that direction and makes the grab that ends the inning. Lester has a 1-2-3 first. The Red Sox are coming up. First inning, Red Sox coming up in the bottom of the first, and they'll deal with Ryan Dempster again. They dealt with him earlier this year when he was in a Cubs uniform. The combined numbers between Chicago and Texas, his 18th start, 5-5, but a 2.82 earned run average. Last time out, a no decision against the Angels, roughed up 4 2/3, 8 runs. JACOBY ELLSBURY leading it off, and he takes strike one. JACOBY part of what was a great attack by the top of the Red Sox lineup in last night's game. The top 4 hitters. ELLSBURY at 274, the home run, 8 runs batted in. So take a pitch inside. Yu Darvish, last night's game, the Red Sox got to him for 6 runs on 11 hits in 6 2/3. He was dealt the loss through a career high 123 pitches. Fouled off by ELLSBURY, and it is 1-2.
Second time that Dempster has faced the Red Sox this year came with the Cubs. And in that game, went 7 innings against Boston, 5 hits and no runs allowed, and picked up the win against the Red Sox.
ELLSBURY last night going 3 for 5, a couple of doubles. Swing and a foul tip held onto for strike 3. Giovanni Soto holding onto it for strike 3. Let's check out the Red Sox starting lineup. It's brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. JACOBY ELLSBURY in center field. Carl Crawford in left field. Dustin Pedroia at second base with Adrian Gonzalez at first. Cody Ross is the DH with Jared Saltalamacchia doing the catching. Mike Aviles at shortstop bats 7th with Ryan Kalish in right field batting 8th. And Nick Punto, third base, bats 9th. Crawford 2 for 4 in last night's game. He also had 2 doubles. Knocked in 3 runs. Fouls it back and evens the count at 1-1. Crawford at 292. 3 homers and 13 runs batted in. Dempster 35 years of age. In the air to left, struck well. Murphy going back, and that's going to be off the wall. Murphy will play the carom, but into second base standing with a 1-out double goes Carl Crawford.
Well, it was doubles last night that really did big work for the Red Sox at the top of the lineup. And that time a fastball on the outside part of the plate that Crawford takes to left field high off the wall for the 1-out double. 5-game hitting streak now for Kyle Crawford, his 5th double of the season.
That was a pitch he was having trouble getting to earlier this season when he first came back. Now he's getting there, Jerry.
He certainly is. They've been working him away a lot, and recently, over the last about 4 or 5 games, he's been getting to that pitch away.
Now up to 301 with a double as pitch in there for a strike to Dustin Pedroia. Dustin at 267, 9 homers and 40 runs batted in. That'll miss, and the count evens at 1-1. On deck, Adrian Gonzalez. Red Sox batting here in the first, and a pickoff play at second base, and they get Crawford. Coming in was Ian Kinsler from second, and they pick off Crawford.
And he was not that far off the bag either when they did pick him off. There's Dempster just standing around the mound, and you can see Kinsler standing on the bag, and Crawford walks off with his head down. And they just pick him right off. That had to be something Kinsler was watching in the past, watching him walk off the bag with his head down.
Now Pedroia drives this to left, and it's going to be off the wall. Murphy plays the carom quickly this time, and Pedroia is held to his single, but that certainly highlights the pickoff at second base of Crawford as Pedroia gets a wall ball single with 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, the pickoff really does hurt because that certainly would have been a run for the Red Sox. Pedroia gets another fastball up and in and lines it off that left field wall for the single. Murphy getting it back in quickly to hold Dustin to the one base.
So 2 down, Pedroia at first base. Adrian Gonzalez, the batter. He takes strike 1 over the inside corner.
We're getting back to that pickoff play for a second. Kinsler must have noticed that when Crawford takes his lead off second base and starts to walk, he walks with his head down because he was standing right on the base waiting for him. And Dempster was waiting for the lead to start, and that's when they picked him off. Look at Carl with his head down, and boom, spin and throw.
So 2 down, Pedroia at first base, and a 1-1 to Gonzalez lapped away to throw to first. It bounces over there. Holt's able to pick it out of the dirt. And for 12 is Dustin on the year as he gains his lead, a good-sized lead this time. 1-1 as a check swing back to the mound. Dempster fired at first for the out. That ends the inning. So the Red Sox get a couple of hits, but no runs. They played one without a score from Fenway. This matchup replayed in a convenient 2-hour format. It's Sox in 2, presented by Ace Ticket. Great seats at great prices. Well, sun's setting here tonight at Fenway Park as we head into the second inning. Adrian Beltre takes a strike over the outside corner. Rangers all-star third baseman. 310, 19 homers, 63 runs batted in. Slugging percentage of .505. Beltre with a home run here last night, part of a 1-for-4 showing, has a 5-game hitting streak coming in, and includes that home run at .368. Couple of hops to short, backhanded by Aviles. 1 out of the second inning. Temperatures heating up. Call in the relief quencher. Cumberland Farms Chill Zone. Stop in and mix up your favorite frozen and fountain beverages. Just 89 cents any size. The Chill Zone, only at Cumberland Farms. 1 down in the second inning as Nelson Cruz about to bat for the Rangers. Part of the key matchup brought to you by your New England Honda dealers. 8 for 14 against John Lester at 571. Lester zipping a fastball down and in at 94 miles an hour. There's a 261, 17 homers, 66 runs batted in. 3 for 4 in the game last night, and a couple of doubles. He was picked off second base last night after his second double. Lester's retired the first 4 Texas Rangers that he has faced in the game tonight. Missing down and in again, 2-1. John Lester now 8th on the Red Sox all-time strikeout list. He's got 1 K tonight. Total of 1,008 strikeouts in a Red Sox uniform. He trails Bruce Hurst, 1,043. He's up next. 7th place. This is back where it came from and into center field. Ringing single for Nelson Cruz. First hit of the night for the Texas Rangers.
Now, there are just certain guys you have trouble getting out, and Nelson Cruz is one of those guys for John Lester. We showed you the numbers. 571 coming into the game. Gets the fastball down and right through the legs of Lester in the center field for the base hit.
Well, even 600 average for Nelson Cruz in his career against John Lester. Here at Fenway this season, Cruz hitting at 500. 7 for 14 at Fenway in the 2 series. The Rangers have played here at Fenway Park this year, and here is Michael Young, the DH for Texas. Young getting just his second start at shortstop since 2009 last night, in the absence of Elvis Andrus. Back to the DH spot. He hits at 271, 3 homers, 45 runs batted in. That's a strike, and the count evens at 1-1. Next half inning, we'll hear from Ben Cherington as we check in with Jenny Dell, general manager of the Boston Red Sox. Framed by Saltalamacchia, but called a ball outside, 2-1.
A changeup from Lester, his first changeup of the night, and he wanted this call. Not that far outside.
Young hits a one-hopper sharply to Aviles. He'll touch second and fire to first for a double play that ends the top of the second inning. Through an inning and a half from the Fens, no score. Sox and Rangers are scoreless. 5, 6, and 7 featured for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the second inning. Cody Ross, Jared Saltalamacchia, and Mike Aviles anticipated against Ryan Dempster. Ross was a high fly ball to left field, sending Murphy back at the wall, and it'll be off the wall. Murphy again able to handle it off the wall, but it's another double for the Red Sox, their second of the night, and their third ball off the wall in this game off Ryan Dempster.
Looked like it might have been a slider that didn't do very much that time, just kind of spinning up the home plate. And Cody Ross with a high fly ball that's going to scrape that wall on the way down. So 2 doubles, Crawford with a double, and now Ross with a double.
Ten doubles now in the series for the Red Sox. Ross at second base. Jared Saltalamacchia standing in as the Rangers go into somewhat of a shift. They get Kinsler, the second baseman, well back into short right. They do keep Elvis Andrus close to the runner at second base on the left side of the infield, but see Kinsler backed up. Five straight seasons now for Cody Ross with at least 20 doubles. As Saltalamacchia takes the strike, and the count evens at 1-1. Saltalamacchia 0 for 4 in the game last night with a walk. And a grounder foul. Down 1-2. Quiet homestand for the most part for Saltalamacchia. 4 for 18 on the homestand. See bats Mike Aviles. Able to start the double play that ended the top half of the inning. Swing and a miss, and Saltalamacchia strikes out. Ball got away from Soto briefly, so he tags out Saltalamacchia. Second strikeout for Dempster.
Looks like that might have been the split-fingered fastball from Dempster right there to pick up the strikeout against Saltalamacchia. Soto had to go get the baseball and re-tag Salty with first base open.
36 strikeouts in the last 71 at-bats for Saltalamacchia. 1 out. Ross at second and Mike Aviles the batter. 258, 11 homers, 52 runs batted in. Aviles 1 for 3 in the game here last night with a walk. He's got 7 game-winning RBIs. Second on the team, only behind Adrian Gonzalez, who has 10. Comes in with a 4-game hitting streak into tonight's action. They check, and he did not go. So there's Paul Nauert, first base umpire. On the ground left side as Andrus will go to first for the out. 2 down. Taking third is Cody Ross as we check in with Jenny.
Don, the past 2 nights, Carl Crawford and JACOBY ELLSBURY are combined 9 for 18 at the plate. And earlier today, Peter Gammon spoke with GM Ben Cherington about the dynamic duo atop the Red Sox lineup.
Carl's hitting the ball well to all fields, driving the ball to all fields, running around the bases. Looks confident, strong at the plate. It's great to see. Thought ELLSBURY's swings last night were some of the best he's had since he returned. Again, driving the ball the other way. Just missed another one. So get those 2 guys going at the top of the lineup. It's a huge catalyst for us.
After last night's 9-2 win over the Rangers, teammate Adrian Gonzalez spoke of the duo, saying they're healthy and they're in a rhythm. They set the table, they set the tone, and after that, it's up to the middle of the order to drive them in. If they get on base, we can score some runs. Jerry, in the last 2 nights, Crawford and ELLSBURY had 5 doubles, 6 RBI, and 8 runs scored.
Now, those are some pretty nice numbers that they've put up over the last couple of nights. And It makes a big difference, you know, when you've always got those guys on base in front of you. It really helps the confidence of the guys in the middle of the lineup, knowing they're coming up with men in scoring position.
This one bounces in with a runner at third, nicely blocked by Giovanni Soto. It's Cody Ross at third base.
Soto going down, not trying to catch that ball, just block it with the man at third base. Successfully does that and keeps Ross at third base.
Outside, 3-1. Ryan Kalish batting with 2 outs. Cody Ross at third base. Red Sox left a runner on in the first inning and have their first base runner to third in the game. Kalish at 213. Full count now to Ryan Kalish. Ground ball to first base. Mike Holt will take it to the bag and tag it for the out. Red Sox lead Cody Ross at third base. Well, the Bruins taking some BP here at Fenway. We'll check it out a little bit later on tonight. Scoreless at the end of 2. No scores. We head to the top half of the third inning, and leading it off is Giovanni Soto, the catcher for the Rangers. 2 for 10 so far for the Texas Rangers. Overall, they get 200 with Texas. 2 RBIs. There's ground ball left side. Junto throws out Soto for the first out of the third inning. Don't miss the future stars of the Red Sox on Saturday, August 18th at Futures at Fenway, presented by Xfinity. This minor league doubleheader is a day full of family fun with discounted concession items, on-field promotions, and autograph sessions with the stars from both games. Fans will be a part of the action all day long. Tickets start at just $5. Visit redsox.com/futures to get your tickets today. This year there'll be a Star Wars theme. Jenny will have a little more details on that a little later. In there for a strike to David Murphy, former first-round draft choice by the Red Sox, hitting at an even 300. 9 homers and 40 runs batted in for David Murphy. Laces this foul into the seats.
One of the great things about that game being on the 18th, we again leave New York, so we'll be able to take in those ball games here at Fenway Park. And only in New York for the one night, the Friday night game.
Outside to Murphy, and it evens at 1-1.
And he could be part of that Star Wars theme.
Yeah. One, two is outside. 2-2. Michael waiting on deck for Texas, batting out of the number 9 spot for the Rangers. To left down the left field line, but foul and into the seats. 2-2 to Murphy. 3 for his last 16 in the last 4 games. Murphy with a .328 career average at Fenway Park. Was played for the Red Sox in 06 and 07. Little pop-up foul ground. Racing is Punto by the Rangers dugout. He'll make the catch right at the railing for the second out of the 3rd inning.
Punto going as far as he can right till he gets to that railing. As you can see, makes the catch and then braces himself up against the railing. Many years there were no railings at all at these dugouts at Fenway Park, and guys would be scrambling down the steps trying to make catches on pop-ups.
Two down in the 3rd inning. Mike Holt is the batter as he takes strike 1. Holt drafted out of UConn in the supplemental 1st round draft. 49th overall in 2010. Acquired from the pitch is grounded foul towards the end of the dugout. Look out over there. We have so many friends in that general direction. Bill Titus was closest to that one.
Yeah, Bill Titus, Jenny Dell, Marky Mark down there. We have all kind of people that were in line to catch that foul ball.
In the dirt, and the count is 2-2.
Let's see how anxious they were to catch that. Look at Tito.
Too far outside to Holt, and it is a full count, 3-2. And the minors seeing time at 3rd base, 1st base, right field. Tonight he starts at 1st base. And he strikes out against Lester. 2nd strikeout for John Lester. 1, 2, 3, 3rd. 2.5 in the books. No score. As the Red Sox and Rangers play the middle game of the three-game series. Nick Punto leads it off. It's a fly ball out to center field. Josh Hamilton gets back there to make the grab for the first out of the inning. One down here in the third. The big news, Red Sox fans, when the Sox score, you can score. Just watch the game at your favorite bar or restaurant that has a Budweiser Draft Rally Tap. Budweiser Rally Tap is a new interactive tap handle that follows the action in real time. Any inning the Red Sox score, the tap lights up and giveaways begin. Visit NESN.com/BudTap for more information. One out in the third inning. JACOBY ELLSBURY, the batter, as he takes strike one. All of us at the Red Sox and NESN want to send out happy birthday wishes to Helen McLean of Norwood. Helen turned 96 today, and we hope she's enjoying her day in the Sox game tonight. 0-1 miss to ELLSBURY, and it evens at 1-1. 4 in a row retired now by Dempster. Red Sox having their chances, but unable to score in the first 2 innings. On the corner, 1-2. Red Sox had 2 on in the first inning, left Ross on in the third, or rather in the second inning, left him at third. And since then, Dempster has now retired 4 batters in a row. Two and two. Carl Crawford waiting on deck. Popped up. Back at second base. Out goes the shortstop Andrews, backpedaling to make the catch on the lawn in short center. 2 down. Attention Red Sox Nation, you can help support the Jimmy Fund's fight against cancer at your local Dunkin' Donuts. Stop into participating restaurants between August 4th and 12th and donate $1 to receive a paper cup icon to be placed on the wall. The Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins Community Foundation and the Jimmy Fund thank you for your support. 2 outs here in the third inning as Carl Crawford bats. Doubled his first time up, but then was promptly picked off second base by Ryan Dempster. Swinging a foul tip that time.
Maybe the best splitter that he's thrown so far in this game tonight. Had Crawford off balance on it.
A fastball, slider, cutter, and a splitter. 1-1 sent foul down the left field line. 1-2.
This is 2 pitches ago with the split-fingered fastball from Dempster right there. Off speed, a little bit high, but off speed enough to fool Crawford.
Swing and a miss. Crawford strikes out, and it ends the third inning. 3 strikeouts for Dempster. We played 3. No score from Fenway. the day here in Boston. The Rangers and Red Sox are scoreless as we head to the top half of the fourth inning. Ian Kinsler leads it off. I was thinking something romantic novelty there, Jerry, and I got nothing other than it's sunset in Boston. It's kind of weak.
Actually, I think that's looking over the Worcester Hills.
So it's not really Boston then. It's more Worcester than anything else.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is because it looks hilly out there.
Yeah, it's west.
Yes.
Yeah, west.
Definitely west.
Yeah.
You got that right the other night.
Yes, I did. That was a quiz that I was not expecting. Sharply hit on 2 hops to third. Punto on the backhand. 1 down in the fourth inning. Well, tomorrow night, join Jack Edwards, Ken Ryan, and Naoko Funayama as they provide exclusive live coverage of the Little League New England Regional Tournament presented by Irving Oil. Tune in to see Maine take on New Hampshire at 5:30 and Connecticut versus Massachusetts at 8 p.m. I still got nothing.
But
you got to have something. I don't have anything.
As the sun sets on a beautiful day in the New England area, many of us sit and watch Red Sox baseball and hope that the Sox can come back and make a run through the last month and a half.
Not bad. It's not bad.
Huh?
That's better than what I had. One pitch is going to miss inside. Now the Red Sox are starting to get it going here a little bit. Win on Sunday, win on Monday.
I hope so. Every time we, get into a 2 or 3 game winning streak, it seems like it starts to go the other way. So hopefully this can maintain for a while.
End of a long homestand for the Red Sox, beginning of a long road trip. 4 games
in Cleveland
coming up against the Cleveland Indians. 3 games against the Orioles, and then 3 against the Yankees on this next trip. 2-1 to Andrews. It's on the ground to third base. Punto's got it. It's been busy. Handles the first 2 outs here in the fourth inning.
Yeah, Middlebrook's just getting a day off today to get a little bit of rest, and Nick Punto in at third base. And he has been fairly busy so far in this game, as third basemen usually are when Lester pitches. If he's got that cut fastball working against right-handers, that third baseman generally gets quite a bit of work. As Middlebrooks enjoying his time off, at least at this stage of the ball game.
Next half inning, we will check out the Bruins in the cage today.
Now, I have not seen any of the clips of the Bruins swinging the bat, but I'm going to guess it's a group of low ball hitters.
I watched a little bit sitting in the booth today. It was going on when I first got here today, and they were doing pretty well. Tough to get it out of the cage the first few times it appeared, but once they get it down.
As I'm saying, with with the slap shots and all that, I got to think a lot of guys are low ball hitters.
I got you. Inside to Hamilton. He gets his second look tonight at John Lester. He flied out to left in the first inning. This is fouled off to the left, out of play. 1-2. I want to remind you this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the Boston Red Sox. One-two to Hamilton. It's got a lot of English on it as it's picked by Punto. The throw is going to be just in time. Hamilton kind of let up there at the end of the bag, and Punto throws him out. Nice inning for Nick Punto. The Boston Bruins will be taking some swings when we come back to Fenway. Look out, Tuca. Last half of the fourth inning back at Fenway Park, no score. As leading off for the Red Sox, Dustin Pedroia, 3, 4, and 5. Featured here against Ryan Dempster. Now has pitched in 10 innings against the Red Sox this season and is not allowed a run. Pedroia with a single in the first inning. One of 3 Red Sox hits on the night. There's a 1-1. And a foul tip, 1-2. Interesting that Dempster is working with Soto. Of course, the two coming over in separate deals from the Cubs. But both enduring a tough year with the Cubs. They go from a tough season with Chicago to first place in the American League West. In the dirt, and the count is 2-2. And because Dempster is a 10-5 guy, he got to decline a trade that had been made on his behalf to the Atlanta Braves to not want to go to the Braves. Accepted the deal to the Texas Rangers, and here he is. Pedroia will ground one softly to Beltre. 1 out in the fourth inning as we send it down to Jenny Dell.
Don, Fenway Park had some visitors today. Bruins own Sean Thornton, Tuukka Rask, Mike Motto, and Daniel Paille took batting practice before the game. And Sean Thornton assessed who was the most impressive of his teammates.
Tukes, surprised. I was very surprised. I had my money on Mott. I mean, Paisey's pretty good at everything. Tuukka, I think Tuukka's the only one that hit the wall, so I was impressed the skinny little Finn could get it out there. They're always unbelievable to me. Every time I ask for anything, they're great, so accommodating. I think obviously letting everybody come out and take 20 minutes of their time. They're getting ready for a game. It's not. This isn't just playtime for them, so this is a business. It's really, really nice, and we're very fortunate that they treat us this well.
Thornton told me that he had an appreciation for what Red Sox hitters go through, saying their hand speed is just so much faster than ours. Jerry, there were no home runs hit, but Rask did hit a few off the monster.
Yeah, and I did notice, taking a look at a couple of those swings, that they're definitely low ball hitters, uppercut swings, and the scouting report on the Bruins in baseball would be throw them up. Fastballs up in the zone.
I did see Tuukka take BP. I did not see Sean Thornton take BP. My money was on Sean Thornton just because the amount of strength that he has. Very, very strong guy.
Yeah, here's a swing. It's a good example. You see how the bat dips a little bit before he goes up, and then you get the results. A lot of those pop-ups like that. Now that's pretty level right there. That's not bad.
But Tuukka right here. That was the deepest one hit all day. As Gonzalez strikes out. Fastball away, chases. Fourth strikeout for Dempster. 2 down in the fourth inning.
Set up away is Soto. That's exactly where the fastball is, and trying to hold up was Adrian Gonzalez, but couldn't do it. That ball well out of the strike zone.
Two down here in the fourth, and it brings up Cody Ross. He doubled in the second inning. One of 3 Red Sox hits on the night. 2 have been doubles.
I think we should return the favor, Don, and have you go and goal and let them shoot some pucks at you.
Nice of you to offer me up.
Yeah.
No thanks. Absolutely no thanks. I would not mind skating and shooting on Tuukka, just for fun, during a morning skate or something. But I would not want to be a goalie ever, for any reason.
Remember last time Thorne was in the booth, you wanted him to beat me up?
I do recall that, yes. This is in the air out to deep center field. Back goes Hamilton at the wall, and it's going to be off the scoreboard. Picks over to Murphy, who backs it up, and stopping at second base with his second double of the night is Cody Ross.
That ball looked like it hit right at the bottom of the wall, and it looked like maybe had Hamilton gone back a few more steps, he may have been able to make a catch on this. Let's take another look. It's a slider that stays up in the zone. Cody Ross with a very high fly ball. Now, where does this hit? No, it's a little bit higher than I thought. And bounces up over the head of Hamilton, backed up by David Murphy.
So Ross at second with 2 outs, and the Red Sox have another runner in scoring position here. Chance for Jared Saltalamacchia. Struck out swinging in the second inning. Yeah, I think it was last season. I asked Sean Thornton, he was visiting with us, and I asked if he would beat you up, and then he said that he only did that for money. So then I offered him some cash just to maybe rough you up a little bit, and he still turned me down. So it was unfortunate, but I only had $15 at the time. I think that was part of the problem.
Takes more to beat me up than that.
It wasn't enough to. I didn't want to beat you up, just push you around a little or something, you know. But it was fun to have him with us. We also had Milan Lucic last year too.
Yeah.
So a couple guys in.
But I'd like to see you in goal and let them take a few shots at you,
yes, you would.
in the morning skate. I'd like to see that.
Mask or no mask? Just, like old school.
Why don't you go old school?
Yeah, why wouldn't you? No chance.
I can see with all that padding on, too, and then, falling down and trying to get up.
No chance. I'd be a stand-up goalie, Jerry, because I would never go down. This is to first, and Holt has got it. He tags the bag, and again, the Red Sox leave a runner in scoring position. We are through 4 from Fenway, no score.
Well, it would have been worse than you would ever know.
Is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Top of the 5th inning. There's John Lester back on the hill. Adrian Beltre takes strike 1. 1 hit so far through the first 4 innings allowed by Lester. He has retired everybody else. Nelson Cruz got that single in the second. He was quickly erased on a double play grounded into by Michael Young. Lester has been terrific. Beltre to left field down the line. Crawford on the run will make the catch. Caught it in fair ground, then ran into what little foul ground there is down there. And Beltre retired for the first out of the 5th.
Now, Kyle plays most right-handed hitters to pull out there in the outfield, and it gives him the ability with his speed, obviously, to get to this ball right there in the corner. The ball left the bat. I thought maybe it had a chance for extra bases, but Crawford closed the gap in such a hurry.
Eight in a row retired by Lester. 1 out here in the 5th. Nelson Cruz fouls it off to the right, out of play. Cruz got the only hit against Lester, and as we mentioned earlier, it's at .600 against John Lester. To third, and on the backhand again for Punto. 2 outs in the inning. That is the 5th assist of the night for Nick Punto. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, listening, guiding, and being there for kids in need. That's what Eastern Bank and Adrian and Betsy Gonzalez are made of, which is why we teamed up to support youth mentoring programs throughout Massachusetts. To find out more, go to easternbank.com/Adrian. 2 outs in the 5th inning, and brings up Michael Young. Grounded into that 6-3 double play in the 2nd inning. He's first in Rangers history in average, games, at bats, runs, hits, singles, doubles, triples, total bases. To right field, it's blooped. Kalish coming in, but it's going to fall for a base hit. And a 2-out single for Michael Young that breaks up a string of 9 in a row, retired by John Lester.
And gives Michael Young now an 8-game hitting streak. He gets a high cut fastball, one of the rare high ones that's been up there tonight for John Lester, and puts it in front of Brian Kalish for the 2-out base hit.
It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. Which 2 Hall of Famers have managed the Rangers? We have the answer for you in the next half inning.
I know one.
Swing and a miss. Giovanni Soto grounding out to 3rd base, and Nick Punto in the 3rd inning. Young with a short lead at first. And a line drive foul. Two fouled off to the right. Last inning we were talking about Giovanni Soto coming over from the Cubs as well. Lucky for Dempster in that regard. Dempster's had only one other catcher catch him more in his career. That was Michael Barrett. So not only has he come to Texas from the Cubs, but his catcher comes along with him. Here's an 0-2 to Soto. In the dirt outside, 1-2. The Boston Globe wrote the book on Fenway. Get the new book from the Boston Globe in running press, Fenway Park, and relive 100 years of baseball history. It's available wherever books are sold. Ball and 2 strikes to Giovanni Soto with Michael Young at first. This will get through Saltalamacchia, and Young will head for 2nd base.
Looks like a curveball that time from Lester, and it looks like Saltalamacchia came up on this a little bit too soon as it goes right through the 5-hole, keeping with the hockey batting practice today.
Wild pitch charged to John Lester. And Young now into scoring position. First base runner for the Texas Rangers to get to 2nd base in the game. Chance here for Soto as Lester wants to talk it over with Saltalamacchia.
I guess he wants to make sure of the signs, man, at 2nd base. Make sure they're on the exact same page. Don't want to be crossing anybody up.
Well, tonight, following our Red Sox coverage, join Jamison Coyle for NESN Daily. Presented by Sun Life Financial. Have the latest from the Patriots and Saints joint practice at Foxborough as both teams gear up for Thursday's preseason matchup. Plus a recap from day 11 of the London Olympics. All this and much more on NESN Daily tonight after our Red Sox coverage only on NESN.
About that big fight the Jets had at practice.
Yeah, I saw a little of that.
Yeah, a lot of guys involved.
That's good. Get them going, fired up. 3-2 pitch to Soto. Swing and a miss. Lester struck him out. He picks up his third K. The Rangers leave Young at second. We're scoreless halfway through this one. Bank's mobile banking lets you access your account from wherever you are. It's just one more way. Eastern Bank is making banking easier. Learn more at easternbank.com. Last half of the fifth inning as Mike Aviles leads it off. Good pitchers duel here tonight. Ryan Dempster and John Lester. Two good offensive teams and no runs as we play here in the last half of the fifth inning. Aviles, Kalish, and Punto to bat. Framed by Soto, but it's just outside. Mike Aviles grounded out to the shortstop Elvis Andrus in the second inning. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
There's that split finger fastball again from Dempster. Get the swing and miss from Aviles. Keeping it down and away from Aviles.
Next half inning will get you caught up on the Tigers-Yankees from Detroit. So 1-2 is grounded toward second baseman Ian Kinsler. Sidearm toss, one away. It's time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Which two Hall of Famers have managed the Rangers? The one I'm guessing you knew, Jerry, was Ted Williams.
Right.
The other is Whitey Herzog.
I totally forgot about Whitey Herzog.
Williams was the first Rangers manager when they moved to Texas in 1972. He's also the franchise's manager the previous 3 seasons when they were the Washington Senators. Herzog was the Rangers manager following the following season, but was replaced in September after he went 47-91. Guess he'd go on to great things with the Cardinals. Williams was elected to the Hall of Fame in 1966 as a player. Herzog was elected by the Veterans Committee in 2010. He'd go on to manage 3 other teams in his career, the Angels, Royals, and the Cardinals. He was the manager of the World Series champion St. Louis team in 1982. 1-1 is a swing and a miss for Ryan Kalish.
I was drafted by the Washington Senators, and the Washington Senators soon became the Texas Rangers.
But you turned them down, didn't you?
I did. I was out of high school. They said, you got to go to college. And I said, okay.
And you went and played ping pong for 2 weeks.
Ping pong for 2 weeks. Came back. Got drafted by the Angels.
Now, there was another draft at that time, right? A second draft?
A secondary draft. Yeah. It was in the winter in January.
Drafted January 13th, 1971 by the Angels. After his ping pong career came to an end. What school did you play ping pong at for 2 weeks?
St. Leo.
Oh.
Now, they had some great ping pong tables there. It was great.
It's a good thing. I mean,
it was a great hall. Oh, terrific.
When would you start? Like, as soon as you wake up, play all day?
Yeah, I didn't buy a book.
No books.
No books.
Do you attend any classes at any point?
Nope. My parents were very proud of me when I got back.
Yeah, I bet they were pleased. That's strikeout number 5 for Dempster. Yeah, there's 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Kalish striking out.
Actually, it wasn't all my fault.
Really?
But,
you're going to blame somebody else?
Yeah, when I got down there, they told me I was academically ineligible to play that season, so they wanted to send me to a junior college. I said, I'm not doing this. I said, I've already been drafted by a major league team, so I'm going to go back and take my chances of getting drafted again, because, as you mentioned, in those days they had the secondary draft.
So you knew that was there.
So I knew that was there, so I knew my brains were not going to be a big part of my life. So
were they right, though? Were you academically ineligible?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was clear.
Yeah, there was no question. There was no arbitration.
No gray
on that.
area? No gray area?
No.
No negotiation? Did you think about working on it? Maybe you could become academically eligible?
No, that's why they wanted me to go to junior college. I said, no way.
Nope.
Ping pong.
Punto will take a pitch high, and it's 1-2. What are you majoring in? Ping pong.
Ping pong. Love it.
Punto sends one foul, and it hangs at 1-2. Well, tomorrow morning at 6, tune in to Dennis and Callahan. They're not afraid to ask the tough questions and hit the tough, thoughtful sports topics. Tomorrow, guys will talk to Red Sox manager Bobby Valentine at 9:05 a.m. Show starts at 6 tomorrow morning, right here on Nesson and on 93.7 FM WEEI. It's the Red Sox and Rangers playing day baseball here tomorrow. There is strike 3 to Punto. Back-to-back Ks for Dempster, 6 in all. We're scoreless at the end of 5. Score between the Red Sox and Rangers. Leading it off for Texas is David Murphy. Half-hearted swing, kind of changed his mind in the middle as he gets fooled for strike 1. Murphy fouled out to Nick Punto, third base in the 3rd inning, over by the Rangers dugout. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. David Murphy, of course, part of the Eric Gagne deal. Kason Gabbard in that deal as well. In 2007, he was here in 06 and part of 07. He's had a very good career for the Texas Rangers. Swinging a foul, and it hangs at 0-2. For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox earn a save, CVS Pharmacy will make a donation to Boston Children's Hospital towards their $25,000 donation this season. Just outside, 1-2. Mike Olt and then Ian Kinsler expected to bat here in the visiting half of the 6th inning. Again, trying to grab that corner, and Lester really thought he had it that time. 2-2.
Yeah, I think the last 2 pitches he thought he had strikes on the outside part of the plate. The 4th pitch was clearly outside. The 5th a little bit closer.
Lance Barrett's got the plate tonight. This is lined to right, and this will get down, head towards the corner as Murphy's headed for at least 2. He is going to think 3. No, throws the brakes on as he looked up, found his coach, and gets stopped there as he reaches second base. A leadoff double.
And Lester really upset about not getting the call on the pitch before that. That's a curveball right there that Murphy pulls down in the corner. Now with 1 out, he might have tried to get to third base. With nobody out, you don't want to make that first out. There's Lester upset with the home plate umpire after missing that cut fastball.
So Murphy at second base. Mike Olt, the batter, bats out of the number 9 spot. He struck out swinging in the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss for strike 1. .52 home runs in 237 career minor league games for the Connecticut native. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Lester buries him inside with a cut fastball that time. It was a changeup for the first pitch away, and then that hard cutter in.
As UConn's all-time home run leader, 44 home runs in 3 seasons at UConn. Born in New Haven, Connecticut, and dances out of the way of a pitch down and in. To Branford High School. Strike 3 call. Lester picks up his 4th strikeout of the night. 1 down in the 6th inning. Second time Mike Olt is down by way of the K.
This fastball looked to be a little high. Let's see what the Amica pitch zone says. Oh, right at the top of the strike zone. That was the fastball from Lester to pick up the strikeout. Second time he's got Olt tonight.
1 out. Murphy at second base, and Ian Kinsler coming up. Kinsler struck out in the 1st. Grounded out to third base in the 4th inning. 0 for 2. In the air to left field. Deep, and it is high off the wall. Around from second base comes Murphy. He'll score as the Rangers take a 1-0 lead in a ball that Ian Kinsler almost got out of here. Right at the top of the wall. And the double brings in the game's first run.
Now Kinsler in his career has 2 home runs against Lester and just missed a 3rd. That was a hanging cut fastball that time. One that stayed up and out over the plate and high off the wall for Kinsler.
Well, this season he has hit a .381 against Boston. At first base with one out, and Elvis Andrus is the batter. Andrus takes strike one.
Kinsler over at first base has 19 steals on the season. He has been caught 7 times.
Elvis Andrus has grounded out to first base, grounded out to third base. 0 for 2 tonight. Nine ground ball outs for John Lester in his outing so far tonight. Ball 2, 2-1. The Rangers, who had left one base runner on through the first 5 innings, get an opportunity with a leadoff double by David Murphy. Bolt strikes out, an RBI single for Kinsler, and it is 1-0 now Texas. Lester working from the stretch here with Kinsler at first base and 1 away. Kinsler started and stopped as Andrus takes strike 2. In tight, full count. On deck is Josh Hamilton. Rangers batting here in the top half of the 6th. They have scored first. Lester holding the baseball, and time finally called.
Saw Kinsler taking a peek in toward home plate. What he's doing, he's trying to see if he can see the signs that are being put down by Saltalamacchia.
He's off. Here's a chopper to third base. Punto takes a look at second, fires to first for the out. So they start the runner, and it works out for the Rangers as we check in with Dale Arnold for a game break. Dale? Okay, Dale, thanks very much. Red Sox now trail 1-0 here at Fenway Park for the first time tonight. 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Ian Kinsler got a start on that last pitch from Lester, and it's a good thing. It's possible double play ball there, but he is now at second with 2 away, and here's Josh Hamilton. Hamilton 0 for 2 tonight. He's flied out to left field and grounded out to third base. Two and now Saltalamacchia out to talk to Lester. hitting the road. Take the Red Sox with you this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every Red Sox out-of-market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit redsox.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. In the midst of the top of the 6th inning, Rangers have taken a 1-0 advantage. Ian Kinsler at second base, and falling behind is Lester. His 2-0 pitch is a strike, 2-1. It's been a 20-pitch inning for Lester. It's the most he's thrown in any inning. Hamilton, who has struggled at the plate lately, standing in with a count of 2-1. And a swing and a miss, 2-2.
Good curveball right there from John Lester to run that count now to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Keeps it away from Hamilton.
Adrian Beltre on deck. 2-2 pitch from John Lester. Outside, full count. Another one Lester wanted. Body English is easy to figure out.
Yeah, it's about the 3rd one in this inning that he has thought he had, but that ball appeared to be outside.
Hamilton lines it into right field. A base hit. Kinsler coming around from second, and the Rangers will take a 2-0 lead. A big 2-out RBI for Josh Hamilton gives Texas a 2-0 lead.
Now Lester shaking off a couple of signs. He wanted to go with the curveball, and unlike the first curveball he threw to Hamilton, this one stays in the middle of the plate. It was down, but right down the middle of the plate, and Hamilton with the base hit to drive in a run, his 91st RBI of the season.
Hamilton now 10 RBIs against the Red Sox this season in the season series. Extends the hitting streak to 6 games. Bob McClure, the pitching coach, out to talk to Lester. Now, tomorrow afternoon at 12:30, join us for Red Sox First Pitch presented by Vermont and VermontVacation.com. Dale Arnold, Peter, and Jenny will look ahead to the Red Sox upcoming 10-game, 3-city road trip that begins Thursday in Cleveland. Our coverage begins at 12:30 live from Yawkey Way, only on NESN. Adrian Beltre stands in with Hamilton at first as the pitch and miss for ball 1. In the dirt, and it is 2-0. Lester's had to work hard in this inning, and it's not over yet. CRUZ is through the first 5 without a problem, but the Rangers get to him 3 hits and 2 runs here in the 6th inning. It's outside. He falls behind Beltre, 3-0. He's been very careful in dealing with him.
And Beltre may have the green light here on the 3-0 count.
On deck is Nelson Cruz. He did, and he fouled the pitch off Saltalamacchia, whose mask comes off.
.30 count. He's looking to do one thing, and that's hit the ball out of the ballpark for a 2-run home run. Instead, he knocks off the mask of Saltalamacchia.
Another big swing, full count. It's a lot of fun to watch Adrian Beltre in a Red Sox uniform his one season here. Rangers have enjoyed him immensely in his time in Texas. 3-2 pitch. In the air to right field. Kalish on the run. He will get there to make the grab on the warning track to end the top of the 6th inning. But Texas gets a 2-0 advantage. John Lester's got to be careful as he lets his temper get in the way. 2-0 Rangers. Time tonight. Rangers grab a pair of runs in the top of the 6th. It is a 21-minute wait for Ryan Dempster as he takes the hill here for the bottom of the 6th inning. He's got that 2-0 lead now. He's about to throw his 70th pitch of the night. He's retired the last 4 Red Sox in a row. He's got 6 Ks in the game. He hasn't walked anybody. Red Sox have 4 hits but no runs. Look out. That one to the backstop.
That was supposed to be a slider away. It looked like instead it slid inside and just past the head of JACOBY ELLSBURY.
And home plate umpire Lance Barrett. One and 2 to ELLSBURY. He struck out tonight and popped out to short. He's 0 for 2. Carl Crawford, then Dustin Pedroia. The trio expected for the Red Sox here in the 6th inning. Popped up left side of the infield. For the 2nd time tonight, Elvis Andrus catches a pop-up from JACOBY ELLSBURY. Sent it down to Jenny.
Don, it's been 3 weeks since Dustin Pedroia has been back from the DL, and since then, every hit he's gotten has helped the WEI Nesson Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. That's because Sullivan Tire is donating $500 for every hit Dustin gets and $1,000 for every home run. And with last night's 3 doubles and a single in the first tonight, Dustin has 20 hits, including 3 homers. The donation total is $11,500 through last night with 3 games to go. You can keep count by checking in at any time at sullivantire.com. Don, Dustin's every hit helps the Jimmy Fund.
All right, thank you very much, Jenny. Carl Crawford bats here with 1 out. Pedroia will be coming up next. Crawford a double in the first inning. He got picked off, though, at second base after he doubled in the first and then struck out swinging in the third inning. On the ground to first base, Mike Olt has got it. He'll tag the bag, 2 down. It's now 6 in a row retired by Dempster.
Now we mentioned the Red Sox were not able to score on Dempster in 7 innings when they faced him with the Cubs. Into the 6th inning here, and they have not been able to score on him tonight.
Well, it's now 12 2/3 without a run against Dempster, and Dustin Pedroia coming up. Pedroia's got one of the 4 Boston hits. He singled back in the first inning, grounded out to Adrian BELTRE at third base in the 4th. 1 for 2 tonight. Outside for ball 2, 2-1. Outfield straight away on Dustin Pedroia. Back comes Soto, but no plays, and lands on the screen. Arbor Coat exterior stain by Benjamin Moore is a revolutionary waterborne stain that will transform your home into the envy of your entire block. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. First wins in a season for Dempster was in a Cubs uniform, won 17 games in 2008. 17-6 that year, the 2.96 ERA for the Cubs. This pitch misses outside, full count. Seven seasons with 10 or more. The 17 wins in 2008, the year that he was an All-Star. That's away, and it's ball 4. The first walk of the night given up by Dempster. Arbella Insurance Foundation is a proud partner of the WEI Ness and Jimmy Fund Telethon, and this season they're making an extra effort to drive out cancer by donating $50 for every extra base hit by Red Sox batters, up to $50,000. Don't miss the WEI Ness and Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon, presented by Arbella Insurance Foundation, August 21st and 22nd. Arbella Insurance, here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. Two down in the 6th. There's a ground ball that is a foul ball on the first base line off the bat of Adrian Gonzalez.
Now, Olt, was right on that line. He dives, and you can see the ball clearly go into foul territory down that first base line.
Adrian is grounded back to the mound on a check swing and struck out swinging in the game, 0 for 2. Ground ball foul off the screening in front of the Red Sox dugout. It's 0-2 to Gonzalez. Soto out to talk to Dempster. Dempster, 34 years old. Turning to the organization that had originally drafted him and signed him in 1995. This is his 15th Major League season. Goes to first low, dug out by Olt as Pedroia back to the bag. Mentioned that he was an All-Star in 08. He's a two-time All-Star. First selection came with the Florida Marlins. First full season of the majors in 2000. Gonzalez fouls it off, stays alive. Dempster's first 5 seasons in the majors with the Marlins. Season and a half with Cincinnati, and he's been with the Chicago Cubs since 2004. To the trade deadline of 2012, coming to the Texas Rangers. Gonzalez to right. Nelson Cruz coming in to make the catch that ends the inning. Played 6 from Fenway. Rangers have a 2-0 lead. The Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. 7th inning back at Fenway Park. It's 2-0. Texas on top of Boston, as leading it off for the Rangers is Nelson Cruz. It'll be Cruz, Young, and Soto to bat in the inning. 5, 6, and 7 for Texas. Cruz 1 for 2 in the game. He singled in the 2nd inning, grounded to 3rd in the 5th. That's a strike over the outside corner. Lester giving up the 2 runs in the 6th inning through 29 pitches in the 6th. Had some things to say to Lance Barrett, the home plate umpire, on the way off last inning. This count evens at 2-2.
After leaving the mound last inning, John Lester looking back at the umpire and saying those pitches are strikes. They're good pitches.
To celebrate the return of the blimp, Hood is launching the Hood Blimp Spotting Campaign. Each photo of the Hood Blimp shared on Twitter or Facebook will give fans a chance to win Hood Red Sox prize packs, including a Hood ice cream party, Red Sox tickets, and a chance to ride in the Hood Blimp. Visit hood.com for more details. Nelson hits one to right field, sending Ryan Kalish back a few steps for the first out of the 7th inning. Pitching line for John Lester brought to you by Ace Ticket. 6 1/3, 5 hits, couple of runs, no walks, and 4 Ks. Nearing 100 pitches at 98 right now. And the 2 runs coming in the 6th inning at 5 scoreless innings heading into the 6th. There's 1 out here in the 7th inning for Michael Young. Swinging a foul as that gets a piece of Saltalamacchia. On the corner for strike 2. Comes inside this time and misses. 1-2. Tigers have taken a 4-2 lead over the Yankees tonight in the 6th inning in Detroit. Tampa Bay with a 4-1 lead over Toronto during the 6th inning in St. Pete. Late swing and a foul back into the crowd. Second longest drought of Michael Young's career. 77 games without a home run. There's 3 on the year for the Texas Rangers coming into tonight's action. 1-2 to Young. In again, 2-2. Giovanni Soto waits on deck, the Rangers catcher. Full count, had been 0-2, but Young patiently. Now it's a 3-2 count. Lester up over 100 pitches at 104. He reaches his average. Full counts to the last 4 batters. Did he go? No. So Paul Nauert, first base umpire, and a 1-out walk for Michael Young. It's just the first free pass of the night served up by John Lester. Well, after the game, stay with us for WB Mason's Red Sox Extra Innings Live with Dale, Peter, and Jenny. You get a breakdown of John Lester's outing tonight. Here are the starters' post-game comments. Plus, you'll get manager Bobby Valentine's thoughts on Game 2 of the series from the Fenway interview room. It's all coming up after the game, and it's only on NESN. 1 out in the 7th inning. Michael Young at first, and Giovanni Soto 1 for 2 in the contest as grounded out to third and struck out looking. Wraps it foul off his foot. Casey Affleck is in the house tonight. One is outside, 1-1. Center fielder Jacoby Ellsbury, a step or two towards right center for Soto to go the other way. Michael Young with a pretty short lead at first base. He takes off, though, and there's a ground ball through the vacated right side. A hit and run here for the Rangers, and it is first and third with one out. As Soto gets it through the right side, and they got runners at the corners now.
Yeah, perfectly executed. The runner off at first base. Pedroia draws the second base bag, and a wide open hole between first and second. So the Rangers, who had been very quiet through the first five, scored 2 in the 6th and threatening to score more here in the 7th.
There is David Murphy, who doubled in the 6th inning and scored the Rangers' first run. He fouled out in the 3rd, a 1-for-2 night. Red Sox have action in their pen for the first time tonight. Mark Melancon is just throwing his first pitch in the pen. Lester at 109 with one out in the 7th inning. That'll miss. 2-0. Young at third, Soto at first. One out in the inning. Murphy lifts a fly ball to left field. Back goes Crawford. He will make the catch as Young tags. The throw, there will be none, and the Rangers take a 3-0 lead. Sac fly for David Murphy, who picks up his 41st RBI of the year, and the Rangers lead it 3-0.
That's exactly where Murphy wanted to be, with a man at third base and a 2-0 count. Can pretty much count on getting a fastball from Lester. He did, and was able to lift it deep enough to left field to get that run home. So the hit run pays off in this inning as they go first and third, and then the sacrifice fly to bring the run home by Murphy.
2 down, Soto at first base. Mike Olt, the batter, is 0 for 2. That's very similar to Lester's last outing against the Minnesota Twins, in which he gave up 3 runs, and the Red Sox were shut out in that game. Here tonight, he has just relinquished his 3rd run of the night here in the 7th inning. And again, the Red Sox have no runs. Two and 0.
And looking back at it, the only real mistake that you saw was back in the 6th inning with a hanging cutter to Kinsler that he put off the wall to drive in a run.
At the end of this half inning, we will check in with Nesson Daly to get an update. Holt takes ball 3. Lester frustrated as he takes a little walk behind the mound. Now back up on top. First 5 innings, he threw 62 pitches. The last 2 innings, he's thrown 52 pitches. Behind 3-1 to Mike Holt. Ball 4, and he walks the number 9 man. Second walk given up by Lester. And Bobby Valentine out of the dugout. He will make the change. Melancon has not been up for very long, but apparently ready to go. Lester at 116 pitches. Red Sox trail 3-0. Pitching change from Fenway. by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Tradition, history, and a commitment to everyone on our team. These are just a few of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out more at easternbank.com. John Lester done after 6 2/3 innings as he departs. Responsible for the 2 men on for Texas. They have runners at first and second. As this call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Mark Melanson comes into the game for Boston, making his 26th appearance of the year, 0-2 with a 7.46 earned run average. Opponents hitting at .287 against him. One of his toughest outings of the year came against this Rangers team in 1 inning, giving up 6 earned runs, 3 home runs, as he faced 6 Texas Rangers and gave up 4 hits. With the 6 runs and the 3 home runs in the outing against Texas at Fenway. Now, last time out, July 23rd, he had a scoreless inning in Texas against the Rangers. Deals with Ian Kinsler, with 2 on and 2 outs, a run in. Soto at second, Olt at first. Two and 0. Lester to this point, 6 2/3, 6 hits. Walked 2, struck out 4, and so far has been charged with 3 runs. Did he go? Yes, he did. Paul Nauert, first base umpire. And it's 2-1.
Now Kinsler trying to hold up the swing, but right there you could see clearly breaking the wrist. He knew it.
Outside, 3-1.
Dangerous spot to be in against Ian Kinsler. 3 balls, 1 strike. He'll narrow that zone down from middle in.
Leadoff hitter for the Rangers with 13 home runs on the year. And that's a strike over the inside corner. He thought he had ball 4, but it's a full count now.
Ball did look like it was inside. We'll see. Saltalamacchia is set up away. And just barely picking up the inside corner.
On deck, Elvis Andrus. We have 2 outs here in the 7th. Texas on top, 3-0. Manson trying to keep it right where it is. Kinsler down the left field line on the run is Crawford over by the seats, and it will go foul. Crawford going as far as he could. Ends up at about the first row. Soto at second, Olt at first, 2 down. To left. Off the scoreboard and around from second comes Soto. Olt to be stopped at third. It's an RBI long single for Ian Kinsler, and the Texas Rangers take a 4-0 lead. Run is charged to John Lester.
Kinsler gets a 3-2 breaking ball from Melanson that time. Second time he's gone off the wall in this game for a single. He's driven in 2 runs to give him 53 on the season.
John Lester charged with the run. Still responsible for Olt, who's at third base. Elvis Andrus, the batter. as he takes ball one. Andrews has grounded out 3 times tonight after having last night off and an injured shoulder in Sunday's game at Kansas City. And back in there again tonight. Bats with Olt at third. Kinsler at first base.
It wouldn't surprise me at all to see Kinsler keep the pressure on by trying to steal too. Get a couple men in scoring position with 2 outs.
On the ground is short. Aviles will go to second for the force out that will end the inning. The Rangers had a run. In fact, 2 of them, and they take a 4-0 lead over the Red Sox. Let's check in with your Need to Know with Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Here's Jamison Coyle. For the Texas Rangers, as Mike Olt had been at first base. 23-minute wait for Ryan Dempster. He's had a couple of long waits in the 6th inning, a 21-minute wait. Now in the 7th, a 23-minute wait. And he's got himself a 4-0 advantage now, as Cody Ross leads it off for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ross, a double in the 2nd, a double in the 4th, as he takes strike 2. Ross, Saltalamacchia, and Aviles try to go to work here on Ryan Dempster, who has 6 shutout innings so far tonight on 4 hits. David Ortiz is feeling better today after getting a shot. We'll see what happens tomorrow in the day-to-day situation. He is hopeful to return in the series in Cleveland.
Yeah, he got an injection a couple of days ago, and he told me today that it really helped. He was pretty much pain-free, and he did take batting practice with the Red Sox here this afternoon. So we'll see how he bounces back tomorrow from his workout today.
1-2 pitch is popped up. Down from third comes Beltre. Adrian takes charge and makes the catch for the first out of the 7th.
The Amica Pit Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you covered, it's how you treated. And Cody Ross with a couple of doubles in this game tonight. Second one on a slider. So 2 for 3 on the night for Cody Ross as he just popped up to third base.
First time that he has been retired in this game tonight. 1 out in the 7th inning. And that takes us to Jared Saltalamacchia, 0 for 2. Struck out swinging in the 2nd, grounded out to first base in the 4th inning, and a grounder off the glove of Moreland, and it gets by Kinsler, who is in short right. And Saltalamacchia is aboard for the first time tonight with a base hit.
Well, they just make the defensive change by putting Moreland in at first base. He dives for this, and it's going to go right off the top of the glove. And then that'll deflect by Ian Kinsler, who is backing up the play. So Saltalamacchia, who has been struggling some, able to pick up a base hit.
Red Sox get their 5th hit of the game. 1 out, 1 on for Mike Aviles. He's 0 for 2 in the contest. Grounded to short in the 2nd. Grounded out to second base in the 5th. Rangers have action in their pen, and left-hander is up, Robbie Ross. Dempster up to 93 pitches as he works with 1 out in the 7th. And a strike over the outside corner, 1-1. Next half inning, Jenny Dell will get you caught up on news and notes from around the major leagues. And the pitching line for Ryan Dempster, brought to you by Lexus. 6 1/3 innings, 5 hits, no runs, a walk, and 6 Ks. 95 pitches deep into his outing. 13 1/3 innings against Boston this season between the Cubs and the Rangers, and he's given up nothing to the Red Sox. 2-1 is in the air to right field, but Nelson Cruz is there. 2 down. Well, tomorrow afternoon, immediately following Red Sox first pitch, join us for Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by Uno's with Dale Arnold, Peter, and Jenny at 1. They'll preview Josh Beckett's return to the rotation as the Red Sox wrap up their longest homestand of the season in the series finale with the Rangers. Live coverage begins at 12:30 right here on NESN. 2 down in the inning with Jared Saltalamacchia at first base and Ryan Kalish 0 for 2 in the game. Kalish grounded out to first base in the 2nd. He struck out swinging in the 5th. Rangers starters coming in tonight with a 4.29 earned run average. Their bullpen 3.30. And Dempster working here with 2 outs in the 7th, and a ground ball towards Kinsler. On the backhand, it gets off him, and reaching at first to be Kalish. So Kinsler has it go off the glove, couldn't locate it right away. And Kalish will reach as Saltalamacchia takes second base.
It looks like Kinsler was trying to time that to backhand it, throw to second for the force out, and get out of the inning. Looks like the ball kicked back a little bit on him, kicking back to his left. Probably go as an error on Kinsler at second base, I would guess. Can't find the ball, and the Red Sox have a couple of men on with 2 outs.
He is charged with the miscue.
That's 14 errors now on the season. As you can see in the graphic, most among American League second basemen.
Mike Maddox, the pitching coach, at the mound to talk to Dempster. So the Red Sox all of a sudden have 2 on with 2 outs. And they have the number 9 man, Nick Punto, scheduled, but looks like Will Middlebrooks is going to come out on deck here to bat for Punto. Middlebrooks had the night off until now. Punto had been 0 for 2 in the game, flying out to center and striking out. But it'll be Middlebrooks with the Red Sox trailing in this game 4-0.
Right now, Bobby Valentine looking for the long ball from Middlebrooks.
Bill's got 13 of them on the season to go along with 48 RBIs and a .289 average. And one of those 13 home runs coming at the ballpark in Arlington. Last time the Red Sox were in Texas. 2 on, 2 away. Middlebrooks, the pinch hitter. And a high drive to deep left field for Middlebrooks. Back goes Murphy at the wall. It is gone. 3-run home run, pinch hit style for the Texas boy. Will Middlebrooks gets the Red Sox back within a run.
Exactly what the doctor ordered right there. Valentine going for more pop out of that number 9 spot in the batting order, and he gets that pop. Looked like a hanging slider that time from Dempster, and Middlebrooks finds the top of the wall. Now they're talking about replaying this.
Gone. They get together, and if they do replay it, they will find that that is a home run. Here at Fenway, you can't reach over the red line, and that was the issue, is how far did that fan reach? It's further than you think. They will go take a look.
Well, that's the first thing I saw when on the replay, is the fan reaching over, and it's hard to tell really how far over they can reach from that point. I mean, at first I didn't have any doubt it was a home run. Then seeing the fan reach over, it makes you wonder.
Eighth review. This is the 6th here at Fenway Park this season.
I still think it would have hit the top of the wall. Looks like the first guy to get his hand on it was the dude in the yellow shirt right there, and it looks like it would have hit the top of the wall. But this is a tough one, Don.
I think it's gone.
I do too, but it's a tough call, and I can see why they're replaying it.
This is the 4th play that's been reviewed over the monster this season. Same type of thing, the ledge area. And it's so hard to tell from the field if you're an umpire looking up. That's the other issue also. And they will have all the angles that we have as they take a look.
I would say it's inconclusive, and you've got to go with the call they made on the field. Middlebrooks just waiting to see if he has hit a 3-run home run and made this a 1-run ball game. Washington hoping not.
If it is the 3-run home run, it'll be the 4th pinch hit home run of the year for the Red Sox. 3-run shot for Middlebrooks, and this would be a 1-run game, and the complexion of this one would change in a hurry. Bobby Valentine decided to have him pinch hit.
Looks like he knew it was going on contact. This review's taking quite a long time, too.
Again, this is what they are reviewing, and the question is, how far did the fan come over? I think it is further than you think up top there on the ledge area. And I think it's virtually almost impossible to come over the red line and grab that from up top.
Yeah, now by that look right there, the last one we just saw, it looks like it would have hit the top of the wall. That's what I believe since the beginning. But it's a lot closer than I originally thought. Right there.
Here they come. And it is a home run. A 3-run shot for Will Middlebrooks. And a 1-run contest now from Fenway. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2012 season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. So Ron Washington now out to get Dempster as he will make the change. Dempster had held the Red Sox scoreless tonight until now. It's a 4-3 game from Fenway. It's a new game now as the Texas Rangers have a 4-3 lead. They had a 4-0 lead, but thanks to a 3-run shot by Will Middlebrooks. Now ground ball off the bat of JACOBY ELLSBURY. And he is thrown out by the shortstop Andrews. One pitch from Robbie Ross ends the 7th, but it's a 4-3 game now at the end of 7 from Fenway. Made his presence felt with authority moments ago. A 3-run home run, a pinch hit home run that brought the Red Sox back within a run. It is the 8th inning, and Mark Melancon back on the hill for the Red Sox. You get the final out of the 7th. He starts the 8th. and has to deal with 3, 4, and 5 for the Rangers. Josh Hamilton, Adrian Beltre, and Nelson Cruz in the inning. Hamilton a 1-for-3 night with an RBI single back in the 6th inning. One pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Melanson allowed an inherited runner to score after coming in the 7th inning. Charge to John Lester, gives up the 4 runs in 6 2/3. That is ball 3. More action for the Rangers. Right-hander Mike Adams, who they acquired from the San Diego Padres. Swinging a foul straight back, full count. 93 on the fastball from Mark Melanson. Adrian Beltre, then Nelson Cruz for the Rangers here in the 8th. Just outside the leadoff walk for Josh Hamilton.
Well, in the last half inning, before the home run, Saul Delamacchia reaching on a ball right off the glove of Mitch Moreland, then the error at second base by Kinsler, and all this led to the 3-run home run by Middlebrooks. So the Red Sox had a little help there in the 7th inning from the defense of the Texas Rangers.
Now Adrian Beltre, leadoff walk for Hamilton as Melanson will try to keep him close as he checks on first base. Hamilton 6 out of 9 on the year. Adrian Beltre 0 for 3 in the game tonight. He's grounded out and flied out twice. All that was against John Lester as he takes a pitch inside. Away 2-0. The Red Sox pen is busy. Craig Breslow on the left, Shinichi Tozawa on the right. John Lester tonight goes 6 2/3 innings. Mark Melanson has been in ever since. We got the final out of the 7th. A leadoff walk to Josh Hamilton here in the 8th. Now dealing with Adrian Beltre, and he's fallen behind Beltre. 2-0. That's a strike, and it's 2-1.
No fastball that time for Beltre on the 2-0 count. He goes back to the curveball. Knee high inside corner.
Time call very late as Melanson was about to deliver.
Beltre putting that right arm up in the umpire's face, calling for time, and he got it.
Beltre softly chops it down the third baseline. Middlebrooks bare hands and throws. In time, he got him. Nice play by Will Middlebrooks. Just into the game down there at third to get Beltre, his counterpart, at first base.
Now doing it on offense and now defense. The barehanded play down that third base line, and is able to get it in the bare hand with a good grip so he can make that throw to first base almost over the top. Really not a sidearm throw to first at all. Almost over the top. Good cross seam fastball across the diamond to get the out.
One out, Hamilton into scoring position, and it brings up Nelson Cruz. Well, BELTRE is retired. It kind of serves as a sacrifice in a way, and Hamilton moves into scoring position now for Texas. Nelson Cruz is 1 for 3 tonight, a single in the second inning. So he takes strike one. Melanson starts off ahead on the fastball. Line into right field, a base hit. From second base comes Hamilton. He will score, and the Rangers take a 5-3 lead. Just after the Red Sox had come back within a run, the Rangers add a run and take a 5-3 lead with one out here in the eighth.
It seems like every game that Cruz does something big against the Red Sox. Pick up his second hit of the day, a cut fastball that he shoots over Pedroia's head, and picks up the RBI, his 67th of the season.
One out. Cruz at first base will be held on by Gonzalez, and here's Michael Young. He's been aboard a couple of times in tonight's contest. In the air down the right field line towards the pole, but a foul ball. Young bounced into a double play in the second inning. Since then, a single to right and a walk. He has also scored a run. Down the right field line, foul again. Well, tonight, immediately following Red Sox Extra Innings Live, join us for Red Sox Final presented by Geico. Dale Arnold, Peter, and Jenny. And preview the pitching matchup between Josh Beckett and Matt Harrison in the series finale with the Rangers. Plus, we'll have highlights from around the American League East. It's all coming up after the game, only on NESN. One out in the inning, a run in. Nelson Cruz at first. Here's an 0-2 pitch. 1-2 now to Young. It's Young now, Soto next. With one out here in the eighth. From Melanson, 13 of his last 16 outings had been scoreless. But he gives up a run here tonight in the eighth. Two and two. His next pitch will be the 26th pitch, equal the third highest total for Melanson in a game this season for the Red Sox. Two-two to Young. There's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So first strikeout for Melanson, and the second out of the eighth inning.
Now Melanson goes to his curveball to pick up the strikeout against Young. Young trying to take that ball to the opposite field, but no contact. Two down, Cruz at first, and here's Giovanni Soto.
Grounded out in the 3rd inning, struck out in the 5th, singled, and scored in the 7th inning. Strike one over the inside corner. This one foul back, and it's 0-2. Rangers had Robbie Ross come in to get the final out of the 7th inning. Mike Adams has been warming up in the pen. Looks like he'll be coming out for the 8th. And it's an 8th inning that is scheduled to have Crawford, Pedroia, and Gonzalez bat. Red Sox now dealing with a 2-run deficit. Bounce in. It's 1-2. In there for strike 3. Lancer with back-to-back Ks, but the Rangers get a run in the 8th. Take a 5-3 lead over the Red Sox. We head to the bottom of the 8th.
Red Sox has endless opportunities to dine, play, thrill, relax, and of course, win. When you're here, you can be anyone. Foxwoods, anything but ordinary.
5-3, the Texas Rangers have the lead over the Red Sox as the Red Sox come to bat here in the last of the 8th inning. Leading it off is Carl Crawford here in the last of the 8th. Carl looks at strike one. The new Rangers pitcher, Mike Adams, into the game for Texas. His 44th appearance, 1-3 with a 3.06 earned run average, 35 in the 3rd innings, got 29 Ks. And opponent sitting at 257 against Adams. He's a 2.08 ERA in his last 21 games. And the pitch will miss. 1-1 to Crawford. Left-handed batter's hitting at .264 against Adams. Crawford takes strike 2. Robbie Ross came into the game, got the final out of the 7th inning on 1 pitch as he got ELLSBURY to ground out to short. In relief of Ryan Dempster, who is the pitcher of record, 6 2/3, trying to get his first win in a Texas Rangers uniform. Crawford fouls it off and hangs tough here at 1-2. Well, tonight's aerial views are brought to you by Hood, the official dairy of the Boston Red Sox. Now through the end of the season, for every purchase of Hood Red Sox ice cream and novelties, Hood will donate $1 to the Red Sox Foundation. Help Hood reach its goal of raising up to $100,000. Visit hood.com for more information. One-two pitch to Carl Crawford. And a swing and a miss. Crawford strikes out for the first out of the 8th inning.
Second time Crawford has struck out tonight. A breaking ball back in the 3rd inning. That time looked like a high cut fastball up and away from Crawford. Also has had that double back in the 1st inning.
Well, since the start of 09, 104 holds his time in San Diego and in Texas. 1 out in the 8th inning for Dustin Pedroia. As Dustin takes strike 1. He's been aboard twice tonight, a single in the 1st. He walked in the 6th, wrapped around a ground out to 3rd base in the 4th inning. Strike 2. Called strike. Pedroia held the swing, but it grabs the outside corner. Red Sox have Craig Breslow up by himself in the pen. Looks like he will be in for the 9th inning. Down and away. Did he go? Yes, he did. Paul now rings him up. It didn't look like he went. And Pedroia can't believe it as he yells out in the direction of Paul Nauert, first base umpire.
Now that didn't even look close. We'll have to see what it looks like from the side. Pedroia may get thrown out of this game if he is not very careful here. Here's what the umpire is seeing at first base. Oh, that's not even close to a swing. Not even close.
And now looking into the dugout for more reaction. He's getting it from Pedroia. How much more will he allow Pedroia to go on, though, as Pedroia at the top step of the dugout. Adrian Gonzalez, the batter, with 2 outs as he takes ball 1. Kind of a final warning. Letting him know that he's heard enough, and Pedroia coming back with more.
I'm surprised that Dustin has lasted this long.
Kind of wonder if Nauert realizes he missed it, because he has taken a lot. Meanwhile, a 1-0 to Adrian Gonzalez. And that'll miss. 2-0. Back-to-back strikeouts for Adams here in the 8th. Sure, Dustin will go check the video now and see that he did not go around, which will probably enrage him even more. 2-0 pitch. Gonzalez drives it out towards deep left center field. back, and it is high off the wall. Hamilton plays the carom. To second base goes Gonzalez. He'll get there with a slide. A two-out double for Adrian Gonzalez. Didn't miss a home run by very much.
No, and again going to the opposite field. 7-game hitting streak now for Gonzalez. Watch out for Pedroia. He went back and he checked the video, and it was not even close, and he's still yelling it now at first base.
So now he's definitely seen it. 2 outs in the inning. Gonzalez at second base, and Cody Ross the batter. There's strike one. Don't forget, Pedroia's got to cross Nauert's area to take his position in the field for the 9th inning as well. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Adams battles back here. He had 2 quick strikeouts, a double, and now ahead of Ross, 0-2.
Big sweeping breaking ball from Adams here. Starting inside corner, finishing outside corner.
Downstairs for ball 1, 1-2. Dempster for 6 2/3 innings tonight, giving up the 3 runs the Red Sox have. Robbie Ross at 1/3 of an inning, and now Mike Adams has the first 2 outs in the 8th. Well, tomorrow morning at 6, tune in to Dennis and Callahan. They're not afraid to ask the tough questions and hit on the tough, thoughtful sports topics. Tomorrow, the guys will talk to Red Sox manager Bobby Valentine at 9:05. Show starts at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning right here on Nesson and on your radio at 93.7 FM WEEI.
Now, usually Nesson leaves that show at 9 o'clock, but they're going to stay on tomorrow to listen to the Valentine interview. I've been moved to Thursday.
Will they stay on for you on Thursday, you think,
No.
at 9:05? The 1-2. Ross strikes out, and the Red Sox leave Gonzalez at second base. But Dustin Pedroia not happy at all. Very controversial call from Paul Nauert at first base. So we head to the 9th, 5-3 Texas. part of this lead for the Texas Rangers as Kinsler back in the 6th inning with a single that would drive in David Murphy with the first run. Rangers would get 2 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, and they get very good pitching tonight from Ryan Dempster. 6 2/3 as he ends up being charged with 3 runs. They were unearned, but thanks to this pinch hit home run by Will Middlebrooks, which at the time brought the Red Sox within a run 4-3, but Rangers get a run in the 8th and they lead it 5-3. As we head to the 9th inning. First pitch outside, ball 1 to David Murphy as Craig Breslow comes into the game for Boston, his 5th appearance this season for the Red Sox, not giving up a run in 3 1/3. 2 strikeouts, and opponents hitting at 167 against him. Well, Dustin Pedroia taking the high road here, did not say anything or even really look in his direction as he came out to take his position defensively at second base.
I think your point's a good one, Don, that he realized he missed the call, and he took a lot more from Pedroia, I think, than they normally would take in that situation.
Because he took a lot.
Yeah. Most of the time, you know, when you get that much grumbling from the dugout, you probably usually out of the game.
Two-1 is fouled off, and it's 2-2. Those are getting ready in the pen for the Rangers. Joe Nathan, longtime Minnesota Twins closer. Nathan this year with 21 saves for the Rangers. Rangers trying to tack on some more here as they bat in the 9th inning. And Murphy gets hit. And thrown out of the game now is Dustin Pedroia, I think. Now he was thrown out of the game. Second career ejection. So David Murphy gets hit with a pitch, and it is Pedroia who is ejected.
But do you think Pedroia yelled to the first base umpire to say that he swung at that? Which is a possibility?
Perhaps, yeah. Doesn't look like Bobby's long for this game either.
No, he's going. I think Bobby still wants him to run him.
So Pedro Siriaco is going to take over here at second base. And Valentine will head to the dugout.
The question here is, did he swing at it? I think that's the question, and I think that's what the argument is all about. Breslow thought he swung at it. And I'm just wondering if Dustin came in and said something to the first base umpire that he swung, and then they got into it, and Pedroia eventually did go. I can see Dustin right there. He just said something to Nowit. Nowit had enough at first base, and he throws him out of the ball game. He just kind of motioned to him like he swung, and out he goes.
So Murphy at first after being hit by the pitch. And a pinch runner who's taken over for him as he pitched down low. Craig Gentry, the speedster, and guy who's starting in center field a couple games. The Red Sox saw him in Texas. So Gentry running for Murphy. He looked like he got hit in the stomach as it worked out.
It sounded like it, looked like it.
Mitch Moreland batting for the first time of the game. He took over from Mike Olt at first base. Defensively, Moreland bats here in the 9th. Soft toss to first, and back is Gentry. Red Sox with action in their pen as Shinichi Tozawa is warming. Moreland with a swing and a miss, evens the count at 1-1. Moreland hitting at .348 in his last 8 games since returning from the disabled list. And a strained left hamstring. Missed a total of 31 games. He's out from June 20th through July 29th. Moreland grounds it foul down by the tarp area, and it's 1-2. It's time now for the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow in the series finale, Josh Beckett returns to the mound for his 3rd start of the season versus the Rangers. It'll be his 2nd start against them at Fenway. Back on April 18th, Beckett pitched 7 innings against Texas, striking out 7, walking only 1, and game eventually won by the Rangers. Our live coverage begins at 12:30 with Red Sox first pitch. Ball and 2 strikes to Moreland, and they got him picked off, but no throw. Gentry taken off, and Gonzalez takes the throw but does not go to second base. Didn't have a clear look apparently, and Gentry takes second base.
Now there's a case where Gentry's going on very first move. As soon as that light comes up, he's going. And right there, I don't think Adrian Gonzalez had a good grip on the baseball to make the throw to second base.
Stolen base for Gentry into scoring position with nobody out. Moreland fights it off foul and hangs tough at 1-2.
I think even with a throw to second base, they probably would not have got him.
Gentry all kinds of speed, as we saw in the series in Texas. He was 18 for 18 last year. Has 11 stolen bases this year in limited time. This is sent out to short left field. Crawford coming in will make the catch for the first out of the top of the 9th inning. Mitch Moreland retired. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Eastern Bank. At Eastern Bank, we're made of free checking that's got nothing to hide, which means no fees or any other types of curveballs. Check out what else we're made of at easternbank.com. Bobby Valentine headed to the mound as Craig Breslow gets Mitch Moreland to fly out. He's had Shinichi Tozawa warming in the pen, and that's the night for Breslow. As the Red Sox move on to their 4th pitcher of the night, it is 5-3, Texas on top. FW Webb is the go-to resource for over 15,000 plumbing, heating, and HVAC contractors. Selection, expertise, solutions. We've got it. Visit fwweb.com. One out, the Rangers have a runner at second base, and Shinichi Tozawa into his 14th game of the year. A record of 1.42 earned run average, but the strikeout to walk, 17 Ks, 1 walk for Tozawa. And opponents hitting at .254 against the Red Sox right-handed reliever. As a pickoff play at second is almost thrown into center, but Pedro Siriaco dives to keep that from center field. What a play.
Now it looks like the pickoff play was on with everybody except Siriaco. A very late break. And he has to go in a dive to keep that ball out of center field. If that was a design play, the timing of that play was way off.
Kinsler takes the strike. It's been a 2-hit night for Ian Kinsler. A single in the 6th, a single in the 7th. 2 for 4 night, a couple of RBIs now, 53 on the year. Red Sox anticipating Saltalamacchia, Aviles, and Kalish scheduled to bat in the bottom of the 9th inning. Trying to keep this right where it is. A 2-run deficit right now for the Red Sox. 23 pitches last night in 2 innings for Tozawa. 5th time that he has pitched back-to-back this season. Down and in, 2-1. Tozawa working in 2 innings last night. Craig Breslow, who is responsible for Gentry, who's running at second base. Breslow went a third of an inning as he started the 9th. Inside, 3-1.
Tozawa takes a long look in at Barrett, the home plate umpire.
Swing and a miss. Kinsler fooled on the pitch, full count.
Now splitter on the 3-1 count. Kinsler not expecting that. Bottom falling out of the splitter from Tozawa.
Elvis Andrus waiting on deck. Rangers batting here in the top half of the 9th inning, trying to add on to their 2-run lead. Kinsler grounds it foul. Will do it again. 3-2. Tozawa now in his 2nd stint with the Red Sox, called up for the 2nd time on July 15th. And has performed very well for the Red Sox out of the pen. Kinsler will foul off another off to the right. 94 on the fastball that time from Tozawa. 2 for 3 so far is Kinsler with a home run against Tozawa. John Lester on the hook tonight as he went 6 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs in his outing. Saw Melanson for an inning in the 3rd, Breslow a 3rd, and now Tozawa. On the ground, foul again. A pitch at bat so far for Ian Kinsler. 9th pitch will be coming up. Line down the left field line, foul.
Long, hard battle here between Tazawa and Kinsler.
He's fouled off the last 4 pitches. This at bat going into double figures now. It'll be the 10th pitch of the at bat as gets a new bat after fracturing that one. Kinsler strikes out. Fastball that was up. He chases out number 2 of the night.
Yeah, most pitches of that at bat were down in the zone, and finally upstairs goes Tazawa and surprises Kinsler.
So 2 down in the 9th inning. Gentry still at second base, and Elvis Andrus coming up. Andrus 0 for 4 in the game tonight. He's returned after missing last night's game with a banged up shoulder from Sunday's game in Kansas City. Enlisted as day-to-day and missed just 1 day as it turned out. To right field, bloop down the right field line. It'll fall fair. Around from second base comes Gentry. He'll score. And the Rangers add to their lead on top 6-3. A big 2-out RBI single for Elvis Andrus and a 3-run lead for the Rangers.
Well, all the run scoring coming in the last 4 innings for the Texas Rangers. 2 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, and now 1 in the 9th. Just a little bloop that's going to land in front of Ryan Kalish. And Gentry with 2 outs will score with no problem from second base.
So 2 down, Andrus at first base, and Josh Hamilton now the batter. That run is charged to Craig Breslow when a 1/3 of an inning. Hamilton tonight has been aboard twice, a single and a walk. Still a save situation, and they still have the closer up in the pen to the Rangers, Joe Nathan, who's 21 out of 22 in save opportunities. Hamilton takes a look at ball 2. Yankees tonight trailing the Tigers 6-3. That game in the 9th inning at Comerica Park in Detroit. Tampa Bay beat Toronto tonight 4-1. Evan Longoria returning to Tampa Bay tonight, his first game back. This is sliced foul, and it's 2-1. Orioles are in the midst of a tie with the Seattle Mariners 7-7 in the 9th in Baltimore. On deck is Adrian Beltre. Two-1 to Josh Hamilton. That's strike 2. Back to the fastball for Tazawa. On the ground and into right field, a base hit. Elvis Andrus to touch second and head for third without a problem. As for the 3rd time tonight, Josh Hamilton is aboard with his 2nd hit. Right through the right side as Andrus takes third base, 1st and 3rd now. With 2 outs for the Rangers here in the 9th.
A base hit back in the 6th inning to drive in a run, a walk in the 8th, and now on the split-fingered fastball, a base hit between 1st and 2nd. And to third base will go Andrus.
So they're at the corners now with 2 outs and a chance for Adrian Beltre. 0 for 4 in the game so far tonight. 2 groundouts, 2 flyouts. Adrian Beltre, who hit the home run last night off Shinichi Tozawa, gets another chance to face him here tonight. Rangers get more runs. We may see Alexi Agondo, who started to warm up in the pen. As it stands right now, a save situation for Joe Nathan. Outside, 1-1. So Lester charged with 4 runs tonight in 6 2/3. Melanson an inning and a third 1 run. And a third of an inning for Breslow, charged with a run. First run allowed in the Red Sox uniform this time around for Breslow. This is blooped down the right field line, falling fast and falling foul. Landing on the tarp. One-two pitch to Beltre. Reaches out, fouls it off again. Adrian had tough here at 1-2.
Beltre doing a pretty good job protecting that plate on a split-fingered fastball away from him. And he's had that knack, always had that knack of bouncing the bat and bouncing it right back into his hands.
Beltre lines it to left, but right at Crawford, who makes the catch on the sinking liner that ends the inning. Rangers get a run, take a 6-3 lead. Red Sox have Saltalamacchia coming up. Aviles and Kalish trailing by 3. Southwest Airlines. Sullivan Tire, your New England Subaru dealers, and by 5 Hour Energy. Craig Gentry staying in the game after he pinch ran. He takes over in center field. Josh Hamilton moving from center to left field. And the new pitcher for the Rangers, their closer into the game, Joe Nathan. As I mentioned, he is 21 out of 22. His 44th game. He's 2-3 with a 2.91 earned run average. 51 strikeouts, 8 walks, and opponents hitting at .239 against him. Last 8 games have been a bit of a struggle. 11 hits and 9 runs, including a loss to the Red Sox back on July 24th. He's allowed 3 home runs. There is ball 1 to Jared Saltalamacchia as we get the 9th inning started. Mike Adams pitching the 8th, ended up striking out the side, giving up 1 hit. Saltalamacchia shift on. He will get through the shift on the right side. To Kinsler in short right field. The board is Saltalamacchia to begin the 9th inning. His second hit of the contest.
2 for 4 tonight for Saltalamacchia. Last time it was off the glove of the first baseman. This time it's by the shift of Ian Kinsler, who is deep in the outfield.
Well, Mike Aviles with the lead runner on for the Red Sox here in the 9th. In there for strike 1. Three for 5 against Nathan in his career. This one fouled off into the seats. In the dirt outside, and it's 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Rangers infield a double play depth with nobody out here in the 9th inning. Popped up, foul ground, should reach the seats and will, as it hangs at 2-2. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2012 season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston. For every Red Sox home run, Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Two pitch. On the ground towards shortstop. Andrus will go to second for 1, on to first for 2. Big double play turned by the Rangers infield. 2 down in the 9th. And they just did get Aviles to first base, barely.
That's because of the quick work of Andrus at shortstop, getting in ball as second baseman, and then Kinsler able to turn it over. Just barely getting Aviles at first base.
Don't forget, Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, to stay with us for WB Mason's Red Sox Extra Innings Live. It's all the postgame coverage you'll need right here on Nesson. 2 outs in the ninth. Ryan Kalish, the batter. And he'll take strike one. No, one pitch is in there for strike two, 0-2. Two pitch to Kalish, and that'll miss. 1-2. Joe Nathan, who had not worked in the last 4 games, strikes out Ryan Kalish and ends the ball game. So the Red Sox are defeated by the Texas Rangers tonight, 6-3. And a frustrating night for the Red Sox, as John Lester and Ryan Dempster for most of this game were dazzling, but John Lester in the end takes the loss as the Red Sox drop game 2.
Well, you know, it's the second time the Red Sox have faced Dempster this season. He shut him out in 7 innings in Chicago with the Cubs and was just as effective tonight until Middlebrooks had the 3-run home run, and that came after a little bit of help from some shabby play in the infield. So, and the Red Sox, toward the end of the ball game, the bullpen really couldn't hold down the Texas Rangers from getting some tack-on runs.
So the final score is 6-3. The Rangers beat the Red Sox with Jerry Remy and Jenny Dell. I'm Don Orsillo saying goodnight from Fenway Park. Join us again tomorrow afternoon for the series finale. Pitching matchup, Josh Beckett and Matt Harrison. Our live coverage begins at 12:30 on Yankee Way. It's been a presentation of Nesson, New England's most watched sports network. It's time now for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. Here's Dale Arnold.